Hey y'all, we're gonna review Lane Limited's HGL. Let's go ahead and get us a jar note. Yeah, that's good. It smells like smoky, sweet candy. Like sugary, vanilla-y candy cooking in a kettle over a campfire. That's what this smells like. It's really good jar note. Kind of making my mouth water. Yep. So this is a bulk blend from Lane. It only comes in bulk, and it's got 4 different components. It's got toasted Cavendish, white Burley, golden Virginia, and mountain Latakia. And as far as I know, this is one of the only blends that Lane offers that has Latakia in it. And in my opinion, it is a very, very good bulk blend from them. Yeah, that Latakia, it's really good. It's really good. It's subtle, but it is there. So I got a pop here. Little corn cob. I think this is the Rob Roy. It's one of my favorite corn cob pipes. I smoke it all the time. So I'm gonna fire this up, and we're gonna talk about the blend. I'm gonna tell you kind of what I'm tasting, kind of how it makes me feel. Good first light. So this is a bulk blend, and Lane Limited deals in a lot of bulk tobaccos. It's a ribbon cut. And I'll go ahead and say this is a very easygoing tobacco. It's a bulk ribbon cut, and it packs well, and it lights very easily. I can already tell you right now, this bowl's not going to give me any problem. It lit very easily just then. I don't even hardly have to puff on it. It wants to burn. This is just a good little tobacco. So it's a crossover blend, and I like crossover blends. I kind of lean toward crossover blends, and I did a lot of thinking on this tobacco before I bought it, and many a time I thought about putting it in my cart or picking it up, and I didn't. And I'm glad I finally did when I did, because I pretty much fell in love with it from the first smoke. So Lane Limited has been around for a long, long time, and they've got a bunch of different blends with a bunch of different tastes, and a lot of those blends are very popular. This blend, HGL, supposedly is another one of their blends, RLP6. This blend is RLP6 with Latakia added, and that's what this blend is. And I've never smoked RLP6. But I sure like this. Um, Another really popular blend that Lane has is called 1Q. Lane 1Q. And it is a very popular blend. A lot of people like it, and I've smoked a pretty good bit of it. And I liked it at first. When I was a new pipe smoker, I really enjoyed it. It was really sweet, and it tastes like vanilla, and I like vanilla. Um, but after a while, it just kind of stopped doing it for me. I don't know. It's a fine tobacco, and again, it burns good and everything. It comes in bulk, but it just got where I didn't really taste much anymore. I got a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of caramel. That was about it. And that's why I thought, maybe HGL might be something that would be good because I like all those tastes, the caramel, the vanilla, the sweet, all that's in here. But then there's also that component of the latakia that gives it an extra kick. And that's all I felt like I was missing from 1Q. I felt like 1Q just was missing a little bit of a kick to it. So if you like 1Q from Lane, but you feel like you like the taste and the burn quality and the sweet part of it, but there's just not much else there for you, give this a try. I feel like you could compare this to 1Q, it just being 1Q with a little bit of latakia. Like if you like 1Q and the sweetness there, but you want some smoky with it, this might be for you. It, you can tell it's a Lane tobacco. It has a sort of a, it does have a little bit of a drugstore, old school kind of drugstore taste. But just like I like crossover blends, I like that too, sometimes. If it's not, overdone. There's no flavoring here, um, but there's a lot of sweet, and I guess that's coming from the Cavendish. That toasted Cavendish is just giving it a nice natural vanilla caramel taste. But it's not too much sweet because there's that latakia in there, and it gives it some smokiness. You almost get the sweet first, and on the heels of that, and every puff, on the heels of the sweet is that latakia, just kind of pushing everything through. And man, it is nice. The latakia is used as a condiment here. It's not a lap balm. They're not building a lap balm with this blend, and that's how I like my latakia. A little bit. I like it used lightly as a condiment because it doesn't take much for me to taste it, um, and to get get enjoyment out of it. I've been told personally that the room note on this is good, and it's supposed to have a pleasant room note. Yeah, a good way that I can describe this tobacco is, again, there's that campfire, but if you could imagine a an iron skillet with some burnt sugar, kind of, in the pot, some burnt sugar in the pot over a campfire with some smoke coming up. That's what this tastes like. Yep, burnt sugar over a campfire. HGL stands for Herman G. Lane. And he was the president of Lane Limited at the time that this blend was starting to be produced. Apparently, it was named after him because Lane has a lot of tobaccos that are, they do a lot of aromatics, a lot of blends with flavorings, a lot of sweeter blends, mellow, sweeter blends. And apparently, Herman G. Lane developed this blend to have a little bit of Latakia because he liked Latakia, and that way he could smoke his pipe in his office, and it would have a pleasant room note for all the other employees that were working on the floor, but he would get all the Latakia he needed, you know, at the same time. So that's why it's called HGL. Now, if you really, really like Latakia a lot and you smoke a lot of it, you may not get much here. There may not be much here for you. This is not a lat bomb, and the Latakia is definitely not overdone, and it's not strong. It's just there kind of around the edges of that nice, sweet center. I wouldn't say I taste really much Virginia or Burley here. I'm sure that they're doing their thing as far as the burn characteristics and the burn quality, but really all I taste is that Latakia and that sugary uh, toasted Cavendish. And it comes in bulk, so your moisture content may vary depending on, you know, whoever you buy it from, how they store their bulk tobaccos. My moisture content's always been fine. It's a little moist, uh, but it's not ever been a problem for me. On the Retro Hill, there's just the tiniest, sweetest, slightest burn from that Latakia that you can imagine. You know, a baby's hand, you know, kind of burn. It's just very, very light, and it's nice and enjoyable and mellow. Yeah, I tell you, with the smokiness and the sweetness here, almost like a sugar cookie type sweetness combined with the campfire fireplace smokiness. I could see Santa Claus smoking this blend. You know, Santa Claus is one of our most famous pipe smokers, and as far as I'm concerned, this is what he's smoking, or something very similar to it. It's just got that almost a Christmassy quality to it. There's the campfire, again, the fire with the sugar. Yeah, I can see Santa Claus kicking his boots off after a long night of delivering gifts, and just kicking back in his chair with a fire roaring and Mrs. C over there by him, you know, and lighting up his pipe with this blend. Very relaxing. Probably in a cob. Another pipe smoker that likes this blend, like this blend, when he was with us, is a YouTube pipe smoker called Matches 860. He liked this blend, and I've watched his review video many times. Go check it out. His channel's still up, as far as I know. He's got a video on Lane HGL. Go check his video out. It's really cool, really down to earth, and I love the way he talks about it. And his description helped me to go ahead and pull the trigger and buy some. Always love watching Matches' videos. Very much. So Lane Limited started in Dresden, Germany in 1890. And they reestablished themselves in New York City in 1938. And then in 1983, the entire company relocated to Tucker, Georgia. And that's where they currently are located. And Lane Limited was one of the first to sell blends in bulk across the country. And they still do that to this day. A lot of bulk blends. And that's another great thing about HGL. It's cheap. It comes in bulk and it is very affordable. Swig here. It's a simple blend. It's simple, and I found that the smoke is always consistent. There's no fuss here, no muss. Yeah, it's got Mountain Latakia in it. I'm not sure what that is, but the Latakia in this, to me, is very good. It's very well done. I think it's got to do with the amount that is used in here. And like I said, I don't need much Latakia. Just a little dash, and I can taste it, and I can enjoy it. Yep, it's sweet. It's cool. It smokes cool. It burns cool. It's smoky, and that burnt sugar, it leaves a little, almost like a stickiness on your lips. That's just it's nice. I really enjoy it. Apparently, a lot of brick and mortar stores sell this tobacco and a lot of other Lane tobaccos under different names. So hey man, you may be smoking this on the reg and you don't even know it. Apparently it can go by, several different names. Yep, this is just a nice little bulk blend from Lane, a company that has been doing tobacco for a long time. They know how to do it. You can get it online. It's in a very good price range. It's a ribbon cut. It's going to pack easily. If you like crossover blends, go ahead and give it a whirl. And if you're a newer pop smoker and you're thinking about maybe trying an English blend, or even you just kind of want to try a blend that has a little Latakia in it, see what you think, see if you like it, see how it does you, give this a go. The Latakia is very easily done here. Yep, this is just a nice, easygoing blend. Like I say, it does have a little bit of that drugstore quality, but I don't mind that in a lot of tobaccos. Sometimes if that's all you can taste, you can tell that it's low quality leaf, low quality toppings. You can taste that, and that's not what I'm getting here. What I'm getting here is just an old school bulk, sort of been in a big jar in a store for a while taste, and it's not a bad thing. I don't think it's gonna bite you. Uh, and that's another great thing about this blend. It's got the Latakia in there, but it's such an easygoing smoke that you could smoke this all day. You really could. I mean, yep. It may have a little bit of everything in it. You know, it's kind of one of those blends that if you're not sure what you want, um, you can go for this. And it's got, again, it's got the Virginia in there, it's got the Burley, it's got the Cavendish and the Latakia, and it all works together to give you a nice, rounded smoking experience. Yep, Lane HGL is a good one. Y'all give it a try. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it.